This is week 3 of checking in with the members of Thunder Bay Police Service. Week 1 we checked in with uniform officers, week 2 with our record staff, communications staff, and this week we're going to be checking in with our criminal investigations branch and our intelligence branch to see how the COVID pandemic's affecting their workload and their lifestyles. Here I have Detective Sergeant Jeremy Pearson with the criminal investigations branch. Jeremy, we're seeing reductions in calls for service due to people being at their homes. You work in a different part of the police service in the investigation branch. How is this affecting your workload?
Well, Deputy, admittedly, the number of referrals we do get from uniform patrol for follow-up has decreased slightly with the reduction in calls for service. With major case, however, the workload remains the same. The same amount of work needs to go into our serious cases. We're still required to do follow-up interviews. There are challenges related to that from the pandemic and the precautions that we have to take in terms of, again, the major investigations, the staffing of the office, and ensuring that we minimize contact where possible. These are challenges we have to work around. But I would say the workload overall remains static, simply because of the nature of the investigations that we're undertaking.
One of the departments you oversee is the domestic violence unit. From everybody staying at home, have you seen an increase in domestic violence within the homes, or is it still staying the same?
Well, the sad truth of the matter is that our domestic violence rates remain pretty consistent. I've not been made aware of any notable uptick in either the severity of incidents or the number of incidents as a result of the social distancing and the isolation requiring people to remain in the homes. It's a simple truth that our domestic violence unit is busy regardless of the outstanding circumstances.
I'm here today with Detective Sergeant Dan Irwin of the Intelligence Branch. Dan's in charge of approximately 13 officers. I've been asked a lot of questions regarding reduction of calls for service. Your officers mainly deal with the gang issues within Thunder Bay, specifically the Toronto gang members. Has there been a reduction in the gang members or gang activity in Thunder Bay since this COVID pandemic has hit Thunder Bay in the last 6 weeks?
Unfortunately, Deputy, I don't see a change or reduction in our workload at all. Individuals from Toronto area, Ottawa area continue to come to Thunder Bay, again, for the sole purpose to take advantage of our high addiction rates. As far as the COVID-19, I don't see that slowing this down at all. Again, our officers continue to investigate all the drug actions going on here in Thunder Bay, and it continues to go on. There's been no slowdown at all, and we will continue to investigate anything drug-related or guns and gangs related that comes before us.
The service has implemented many directives regarding the safety of the staff, and which affects the safety of the community. How have the directives affected the morale of your officers personally and at work, and as well as yourself?
With all the new directives and policies regarding COVID-19, it's something that we do talk about often. We do go over all the different issues and policies just to make sure that we are taking care of ourselves and our families. By doing this, keeping it open amongst the group, I find that at this point it hasn't really affected morale at all, just because we are so busy as these individuals, again, keep coming to Thunder Bay. Our workload is still heavy, and we'll continue to do our same thing as we always do with regards to investigations, taking the precautions that we have to do with our personal protection equipment, as well as keeping safe distance, washing our hands a lot, and just taking care of ourselves and our family members, as well as the police service.
One of the things I've noticed about this, with the number of officers that we have within the number of people that are working under this branch, this brings to light the fact that everybody has their own individual lives, their own people close to them that may be in a higher risk bracket, their own concerns about exposure, their own concerns about contact. It becomes a challenge to get the work done, which is, I can say without reservation, that's the priority of everyone in this branch. They're very, very committed to investigations. They're very committed to getting the job done. how we balance that with allaying those concerns, with trying to alleviate as much of the personal stressors related to the pandemic that go along with the already significant personal stressors of this work and of everyone living their lives. So there are challenges associated to it, because the job is requiring of human contact and human interaction. Any investigation is based upon communication. So finding ways to do that maintain the safety and alleviate the concerns of the staff has been a challenge. I think we're meeting it, and I think we're accomplishing it, but it does add a step to an already complicated process.
Rest assured that the members of the Thunder Bay Police Service are here to serve and protect during this pandemic. Do your part. Stay home, keep physical distancing, and obey all the emergency orders from the province.